Hello everybody, welcome to Zelda Speedruns 3. We've got the Minish Randomizer weekly race going on today. I am joined by iBot on comms. Pop that over, but how are you doing today, iBot?
Doing quite well. Excited for the weekly.
Yeah.
Should be a good one. We have Nesman, Goldfish, Half-Puff, and Elaine on restream today, so... yeah. Nesman is always fun to not figure out what decisions went into that routing, because there are no decisions that go into Nesman's routing.
I quickly refresh these streams here, because I fixed the delay issues on the syncing end of things. But otherwise, I think we'll be good to go.
Yeah, are you sending them off, should I?
I can't send them off, so if you could...
Right.
I did not join the race room to be able to do that.
There's that. Yeah. Sadly, we don't have the item history thing in this version. This is on 0.6.2, which is kind of a newish release. But then, since then, we have also had more changes, and, you know, those aren't in any official release yet.
Not yet.
Not
but
yet.
Soon.
Like, this release is a week old and it's already outdated.
So, what would it take for us to get, like, Randomizer version 1.0?
I don't think 1.0 is coming until after New Logic.
Oh, the new logic, okay.
Which, at that point, I think we will also want at least an initial version of Entrance Render.
A lot of board devs. Fair.
I mean, yes, that is what it takes to get us to a working version of New Logic.
Fake sword.
Then Nesman just skipped Link's house.
Yeah, yes, Nesman skipped Link's house.
Okay. I mean, it only had a fake sword, so...
Oh, you're right. Yeah, let me fix the cropping, because that was a last-minute addition. So I didn't get the chance to actually get the... Oh, everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Nesman's just skipping Link's house. Okay. We have a Karloff medal in the Wind Tribe Tower, so... That's 4 easy checks to get early. And Nesman walking up to Cafe Lady, not talking to her.
Of course. That was on purpose.
Also, completely ignoring the figurine house. It's roll attack, was that? On Cafe Lady? Shop has a book on 300.
Ooh. And Tingle Trophy on Juliet's house.
Tingle Trophy in Juliet's house, okay. And Goldfish checking the figurine house. Have Graveyard Key. We don't know the elements yet, so we don't know whether that's required or just nice to have. Because even if Royal Crypt isn't an element, like that's a fairly decent amount of checks.
Right. Yeah, leading up to the king.
Yeah, like even just getting, like not even dipping deep into Royal Crypt. If you get an item off the Crypto at the front and then just skip the one item on the king, that's a fairly, like those are fairly quick checks with the, is it 5 checks in Graveyard and the Graveyard Key? Yeah, I think it's 5.
The butterfly, 2 chests, and the graves. Yeah.
Yeah. Nesman the first into Castle Garden, which makes a lot of sense given what else Nesman just skipped. And there's a bomb back.
There's a progression. That's what we're looking for.
So that is how to get out of Sphere 0.
Oh, that's true. Nesman
did actually check Tingle Trees, but in exchange did not check Link's house or Cafe Lady. So I don't know if that's the kind of routing we want to encourage in Nesman. Not that Nesman would care.
Now, so.
Yeah, that was a great spin scroll at the Grimblade hard piece.
But I love that
Spin attack, of course, useless without a sword, but
he skipped the fake sword in Smith's house.
I mean, South Field Ruby Cave is gonna have something, and it's probably gonna have a sword, right?
Oh, look, there's the
Oh, that was a quick map check by Half-Puff there.
I totally missed what the dungeons were.
Yes, that's why I'm looking at the note Henrys gave us before. It's apparently not Deepwood, not Royal Crypt.
No Deepwood, no Royal Crypt?
Yes.
Alright.
Earth is purple, yes, Thomas.
Which one's
Okay.
Okay. Are they gonna both be fake?
Probably. Yep. They always are.
Oh, that's
okay, so just the boomerang? Oh, and the wallet? Was that also in there?
yes, so that book.
So that gives us the book. Which, of course, the one book by itself does nothing.
Right.
So Nesman not immediately going and buying it. Never mind that Nesman hasn't checked the shop yet, I don't think.
I don't believe so. Just the two. Just like, haha, you thought this was gonna be something?
Yes, both power bracelets were
Ooh,
fake.
Lantern was in the Lon house.
Okay. What does Lantern give us? Not a lot.
It gives us Hearthledge and no, I was about to say it can't even.
It doesn't give us. It doesn't even give us Grimblade because we don't have a sword.
Right.
We don't have Deepwood access, so that's not useful there either.
We don't have Lake access either, so that doesn't help us.
Yeah. So nothing.
Well, it's nice to have.
Yeah,
especially
absolutely.
where that is, like.
It's required. Like, droplets is an element. They will need that lantern.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean it's helpful right now. So yeah. Goldfish, Hufflepuff, and Nesman all going for the reverse Minish Woods route here, with the bomb bag as your first item. That's fair. Apparently the book is a trap. Elaine going to buy that immediately and being very disappointed.
These traps.
Yeah. So Elaine is also going to pick up that lantern. So dog food on Bellari?
We still don't have access to that.
We still don't have access, but we will have access at some point.
Where's our access out of Sphere 1? Because
That's a good question.
we're running out of checks. There's still a couple.
I mean, there's
left.
still Minish Woods. And under the school.
There's a Cloudtop skin stone.
But has anyone actually gone and checked Hearthledge yet? Because Goldfish hasn't been there
Elaine's
yet,
about
right?
to do that.
Yeah, Elaine's about to. I don't think Goldfish did.
Ooh, there's our flippers. So there's Deepwood.
Flippers is a lot more access.
There's our Deepwood access.
Yeah, it's Deepwood access, which makes that lantern more valuable.
Nesman doesn't have
it's
that,
North
though.
Mishwood's access, it's access over to Trilby.
Nesman doesn't
does
have a
give
lantern,
us-
but is dipping. So we'll see if the
Ooh,
slug...
this could just be unfortunate if if there's a small key upstairs and this is nothing.
Right.
This is Nesman, so
You know it's gonna be a key.
yeah. Yeah, this room without a Gusher, without a cape is not something you see often. But at least in Rando. Like, usually you have one of those things to make this room way faster. I guess not way faster.
Was that another Cloudtops?
In the... Oh,
Another
there,
Cloud- yeah,
yes.
Another Cloudtops.
Yes, 2 Cloud of Skin Stones in Minish Woods, but I guess one was in the path.
And the real power
Dimensional.
bracelets.
Power bracelets don't do anything right now, but it's nice to just have them when present an element.
We do
Just
have-
in case.
We do have a book in wood. And a long one.
London Key, that's Lake Access.
Oh, because yeah, no, flippers don't give it to you automatically.
Flippers don't give you leg access.
That's right.
Without mids.
Is this is
Key
likely
gives you leg access.
this is likely required key.
Wait, was it a trap?
Oh, was it? Oh, I missed that. What are these traps? Oh, there's a bottle.
These traps are on point.
Supposedly, there's a bottle. At this, I should really be careful with all these traps going around.
Yeah. Nisman needs another key to be able to check that.
Oh right. And a gust jar.
That is in logic with the lantern, but Nesman doesn't have the lantern.
So far, nothing too big in wood.
No, those flippers probably just pointing towards like Town or Tribby instead. There's the mode as well and stuff. Yeah, like if Nesman doesn't find another key here and has to come back with the lantern for that known bottle, I mean, at least he would know there's a bottle there, I guess.
Right.
Wait, why is Goldfish only now checking South Harrowfield Ruby Cave?
Minish cap where the where the routes are made up and the items don't matter.
Yeah. Okay, Nesman did find another key, so can just grab that bottle. Flippers do give you access to Trilby, so with that bottle, that is access to Krenner, yes.
And there was a key in the upstairs, it looked like.
There was another key upstairs? Okay.
Yes.
Nesman did not grab that bottle.
I don't think he
I
could.
mean, Nesman doesn't have access, right? Still needs the lantern anyways. Or the gust jar,
Yeah,
but
lantern
you know.
to gust jar.
Never mind me. Yeah. I was thinking of the Metapod itself, but yeah, no, you need. So
Goldfish
that...
the first in Goldfish caves.
Not forgetting about them anymore. So yeah, we'll probably see Elaine pick up that bottle first then, if it's a rebottle.
With how the traps have been, who knows?
Yeah, traps have been on point, so you know.
Yeah, wow, that long key.
That long key trap is amazing.
Puff falling for the book trap. Like, oh, it was the blue book too. I just realized that. Always the blue book.
You know. Nesman didn't notice I was trying to talk to Talon to give him the key.
He looked away, just like, oh yeah, no, I have it.
Yeah, it's because the like items like that on Serb and like don't actually show the trap icon after you buy them. They still show the correct item and just have the trap effect anyways.
Right. Ooh, we're seeing
So
chickens from Huff.
really easy to miss that they were traps.
Very clean chickens. And it's a trap.
And it's a trap. Why would you do chickens? Ever. So Nesman has that lantern and is now heading back towards the
Yep,
this might be Goldfish Caves as well. But
yeah, because he knows that bottle's there, so.
yeah, is setting the quick warp at Minish Woods, but okay, it's not going for Goldfish Caves. Has Nesman already done those?
Yeah,
right?
there was nothing that.
There was nothing there, but Nesman hasn't done them yet.
Right, that's what I mean. That of course there's nothing there. Nesman isn't doing them.
Fair. And yeah, just knowing
Did he-
there's that bottle
Did
in
he
Deep
not
Wood makes
unlock the
that.
blue warp?
Wait, did he not unlock the blue? Oh, this one. Why didn't you grab the blue
revealed it,
warp?
but he never hit the switch.
Oh. Oh, that's a time loss.
13 minutes in, the cops are already questioning everything.
I mean, not quest. Oh, he opened that door, but
Oh, I wonder if he
didn't
must
use
have left.
bombs. What?
No,
Oh, he got the wrong switch and didn't realize, I guess. No, it's the left switch that's hidden under the dust. That's the blue warp.
Wait,
I'm
did we
surprised
find-
Nesmond didn't try to grab that scroll and notice then. Like,
Wait, did we find bits?
I didn't see mitts. What?
Elaine has the mitts.
Where are the Elaine did
Moldovers.
murders without sword and got mitts?
Ooh.
That is amazing. That is amazing.
Let's
So,
go.
yeah,
Oh, Hufflepuff,
obviously doing that
unfortunately.
check out of logic is a gamble. And apparently it massively paid off.
I didn't even realize that like doing that without a sword was out of logic.
No, that is one of the few checks where damaging items other than swords seen as weapons actually affects the logic. So, with the weakness settings, you do need a sword for that in logic.
Goldfish going in to do it with 3/4 of a heart.
Yeah. Fine. Oh god, that bomb was kind of scary to pick up, but
Yeah, just a little close. But yeah, wow.
And yeah,
mitts.
that's the mid.
That's
Elaine out of bombs, so it's not going to do the meta pillar out of logic too. I wonder if we'll see Goldfish attempt that. Probably not. No, Goldfish is also going to use lots of bombs on these switches and not have enough left.
So Krenel has her sword, right? At this point.
At this point, yes. Probably.
Or like in that area, she'll be.
Yeah. And we did get the bottle there, so like it's probably Krenel proper.
Have we seen?
No, it's not. The first sword can't be on a dig spot because the mids logically require a sword. Sorry, what were you asking?
The waterfall in.
The dojo that we don't have a sword for.
No, the
Waterfall in town.
Yeah, in town. Oh well,
I'm not sure.
there's our. Nope, that's not. Two fake swords.
These traps are on point. Elaine trying to do this cave without a sword, that's always painful.
I mean, it worked for her before.
Yeah, she's trying to kill these guys, which I wouldn't. I would just try to open the chest and leave. Because, like, she easily got close enough to the chest that she could have done that before.
Right. Nothing important.
Oh yeah, Boomerang is great there. Just stunning them and then... I forgot they had Boomerang. I'm guessing Goatfish is gonna do just that. Showing it off here. Yeah. Well, that one's kind of in the way, so you need to go... Okay, that works. And there we go. Yeah, Boomerang making that much nicer than trying to kill him with bombs. But, meanwhile, Nesmond does have that bottle and is now heading towards Trilby. Did pick up bombs, probably from North Airfield. I didn't actually pay attention to where I got them.
So
has a full 10 bomb bag and a bottle to go to Krenner, which...
if mitts lock the gush jar, that'd be another dip. That'd be like total of at least 4 dips. Oh, fake shield. I'm just thinking like the bits could.
If Mitz gets shot, then Nesman will quadruple dip.
Oh,
Deep
there's
wood,
a
yes.
out of logic sword.
That is really nice.
Oh right, Mitz gets his lake access too.
Out of logic like this is, but
Oh,
yes,
right.
there's another sword visible there. Who knows if that's real? We've seen sword traps before the seed.
2 of them.
And a bottle lock, bottle on Cranner. It is
It's
a real
real.
sword.
So that
So Goldfish is
that's-
at 2 out of logic swords.
yeah, that would be red sword. Interesting.
Oh, I hope Goldfish is keeping track of that, but I would assume so. Imagine if Goldfish just actually finds red sword out of logic here and goes to Western Woods. Like, you know there's a sword somewhere, but... Like, if it's Krillin, you might as well go grab the grip ring first from Western Woods. If you can, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if Cape, or even just London Key, is on Cranel, then that sword and Lake could be the logical first sword.
Oh right.
But with what we know at the moment, it's out of logic. And a sword would also put it into logic, so... Oh yeah, or Ocarina.
Anything that gets us lake access.
So I'm predicting at least one of those things will be a trap in the hard piece, like water cave thing. Right?
Sorry, say that again.
At least one of those 3 ways of putting that sword in logic will be a trap on the next hard piece here in the water cave.
Oh yes. We'll have a fake cape.
So that early dog food not actually turning into anything. Our both predictions were wrong, there's just a rupee here.
That's a fake ruby.
There are no fake rupees.
I know. So what, there's 2 more?
Goldfish just use the land. Okay, Goldfish pushing the block there, even though the lantern is on his B
Oops.
button.
Nesman leaving. Oh, he didn't have
Nesman
bombs.
didn't. Yeah, Nesman needs more bombs. Where's Nesman going though? I guess. No, Nesman did. Where's Nesman going? Oh, Gorons?
Okay.
Wait, did Nesman push that boulder and not do Gorons before?
I guess not.
And there's a cape in lake, so cape is not our lake access. That brings us down to Ocarina, London Key, or Sword for that. It also means just going further out of logic for these. Like, you now have Cave 25 out of logic access. Have fun!
Nesman back in Minish Woods. Is he back to Deepwood? Oh
No, now
oh,
it's Mr. Goldfish case. Okay.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, given that all of this is out of logic, I probably wouldn't even have gone far past the first root path and droplets, but it did pay off for both Goldfish and Elaine to do so, you know.
Yeah.
And once you have that cape, you feel way more comfortable going on, because now you can do the between jump at the, like, Dark Ice path room to go from the second root path to where you can get to the blue warp.
Right.
And activate that. Assuming you get through the dark maze without dying, which is the other reason to maybe not do this droplet tip.
Yeah, that dark room. Dark maze is deadly.
Yeah, it is a really easy spot spot to die in, and like 5 hearts is kind of low, and it's right after the Scissor Beetle fight, which is also really easy to take damage in. They do have the boomerang, so the Scissor Beetle fight isn't that terrible. Don't think the boomerang helps much in the Dark Maze proper.
That's been buying everything but the book. I mean, he needed
Why would you
bombs,
buy
but...
the book? Yeah, I mean, why would you buy bombs though? There's free ones available in North Hellfield.
Oh, we have the under school check too, don't we?
That is also another check, yes. It's that or Krenin in Logic, right? I guess there's a check in Fountain. Which is also kind of terrible.
Oh, they can't.
And there's the Minish checks here in the front of town. We haven't actually seen those yet, have we? So, there's more checks available, but... Okay, that's all small keys for Goldfish in droplets.
Huffpuff doesn't have any more bombs, so can't activate get the other Minish hole here.
That is unfortunate. Since Huffpuff is going on, I guess he's planning on killing Tech. Wait, no, they don't have a sword.
Gamble for a drop from the rocks, I guess?
Yeah. Like, if Huffpuff had a bomb left...
Oh, kill the Tech
could...
with the rocks.
Kill the Tectites with the rocks. That sounds terrible.
No one said it. Oh, he's gonna be doing Fountain.
That pause there was probably Huffpuff being like, I don't have any bombs.
Oh!
And the first rock drop bomb. Wow. Okay then.
Impressive. What luck.
Skill.
There's
skill.
like access.
Back in logic. So that ocarina puts the sword and back into logic, which puts the mids into logic, which puts the other sword into logic. And yes, the out of logic get the mids first route is way cleaner. But hey, there's the ocarina.
Hey, we're back in logic. That's the important thing. Now we don't have to like do all these mental gymnastics. We just have to like.
Well, we kind of do for keeping track of what Goldfish and Elaine have left still in logic.
True.
But yeah, that's mainly Krenner, and I wouldn't be surprised if they got like grip ring or something to make that faster.
And Hendris left before attempting to do that.
Are you sure you mean Hendris? Because Hendris is tracking.
I meant.
I think you meant this
I don't
one.
know why I said Hendris. I'll be honest.
Okay. Yeah. No, Nesman just left the ocarina. I think also because of bomb count. So he might go back. He might not. Who knows?
Puff getting the first logical sword.
Yes.
So no red sword yet.
Not yet, but we do have KF25 still. Among other things. Like, there's more digging checks elsewhere.
Oh, right,
and...
because we're back in logic now, right.
Yes, no, like, all of these are in logic from... Like, we know how to get them into logic. They aren't in logic for Goldfish, who's doing them right now. But, yeah. Bow there and a scroll, I didn't catch what scroll that was.
I think it's a dash attack.
Dash attack, okay. So yeah, nice, but not
what's
really.
the secret to like Desmond pushed the block to reveal the staircase leading down here. How do you push it instead of having to pull it?
Do you walk up against it and keep walking in its direction?
I'm never. Oh, maybe I'm just like I'm really bad. I can never get that. I just feel awful every time.
I think there are some like up-down positions that you can try to push against it that don't work.
Oh, that makes me feel.
But if you try to just do it like centered, it should work.
2 bows in pipe cave.
Wait, really?
Yeah, we have
Okay.
lights.
Well,
No required lights, unfortunately.
no, we already have capes, so.
Yeah. I mean, so could be required climb, but we don't know.
It could still be a required climb. But there's options before it comes to that. Like Western Woods.
That's all out of logic for him.
Yes. I don't think Goldfish care. Like, that is the point of keeping going out of logic. You want Western Woods access so that the areas that you have in logic, like Krindle, get faster because you find Kano Grip Ring. That is what Goldfish wanted to find here.
Desmond finally going back to Link's house.
There's another spin scrolled up on that beanstalk.
Let's spin or split?
It's set fast split, so it's in the spin progression. But
Oh, I didn't realize that was in the progression.
spin progression is weird. But yeah. As always, if you get your red sword, Western Woods access in Lake, do step by this cave. It's often enough that it just has something.
Uh-huh. Like your last
But did you-
Kinstone you're looking for until when you have...
Yeah. Is Goldfish just gonna do Octo here? Is that what this is? Because it is an element, and you're here.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yep, sure looks like it. Okay. So that's gonna be some time spent then, but like it's time that everyone will have to spend. The only, like, I guess you could wait to be able to do Manip, if you know that. Which I'm not sure if Goldfish does. So that would be a reason for delaying this, but otherwise... Yeah, whatever. It's in logic. There's no reason to put it off other than that.
But Nesmond's trying to stay in logic, but he needs to head back up to Krenel. Get his ocarina. Get his sword. Head back in.
Oh, yeah. When you try to spell it out like that, it's
He'll at least have the ocarina to warp around.
that's not actually enough to make up for the extra.
Oh no,
Going back
but
and
it
forth,
makes
though.
it makes the going back a little easier.
Yeah.
Back when
Is
he has to-
Nesmond going to stay in logic though, or is this a Deep Wood with bombs play? And Nesmond did make sure to buy another 5 bombs, so this might even be an attempt at the Swordless Pillar fight.
Oh gosh.
We will see.
Because we haven't seen that yet, have we?
Yeah. I also just realized that I did just try to predict Nesmond's routing, so who knows what will happen?
He's definitely going into Deepwood either way. Desmond made a choice.
And yes, it looks like Huffpuff. Wait, Huffpuff is. Oh, Huffpuff did the blue warp before the second rupee path.
This Bane.
Okay, Nesmond is going to pick up the Mitsia. Out of logic, but it's still the cleaner route.
I don't
In
think
terms
anyone
of
has picked
how we
these
did.
up. So, so I guess Huffpuff will be the only one to pick those up in logic.
Yes. On restream, anyways. Yes.
Right.
But yeah, this is one of the easier fights with just bombs. As long as you know that bombs are a projectile weapon, you don't try to hit anything with the explosion. If it does, that's a nice bonus. It's throwing bombs into things that is easy to do and really hurts.
Like doing it with Dark Nut fights.
Yes, you can defeat Dark Nuts with just bombs.
I know, and that's what makes me scared. Ooh.
So, another fake sword, fake mitts, a blue book that's real, and a grip ring. That grip ring means that a whole lot of logic thing definitely just paid off, because that grip ring makes Krenel faster and easier for Elaine and Goldfish. It does put the climb in logic. There's enough in logic that I wouldn't be too worried. But, yes. Like, that is why you keep going out of logic instead of trying to find that thing that puts it into logic, which, like, you know, there's a sword somewhere to put those mitts into logic. So, trying to find a red sword out of logic instead of finding that is for that kind of reason. Did you see if Elaine set her quick warp at caster? I guess we'll find out. Because that would be the normal... Okay, she didn't. And is she just leaving the beanstalk for later?
Looks like
okay, this looks like a... No, okay, it's at least attributing chaos.
Just have the grip ring, so at least that, like, she can get up to Kreml, and she'll find the ocarina. But yeah, I'll have to head back down. We'll also be able to see what is in this Minish hole here.
Yes. So Huffpuff, who's also been to Krenel, skipped this for missing bombs. Or did Huffpuff go back on?
Huffpuff got the Veil Fallskin Stone from in town from the bell.
Okay.
Fortunately, no grip ring.
No, so that makes this...
Elaine got it as well? I missed that.
Elaine does have the grip ring, but Elaine has also not been to Krenel yet.
Ooh. So that...
No, she's just getting rid of the rupee ghost there.
So... that Minish hole had a bomb bag to refill it, and I got 30 bombs. That's what had 0.
Oh.
Like, he had 0 before, like, going into that, and then he got that to get up to 30.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
To be fair, once Huffpuff got that bomb drop from where the ocarina is, I would have probably just climbed back down and done it then.
I would have done, yeah, I would have done the same. But
wasn't there a spin attack there for Huffpuff? And the Veil Fallskin Stone?
I missed.
I think it was
what
spin.
It was.
Yeah, fast spin.
Oh, we're seeing Dojo.
Brimblade always good check. Had a Cloud of Skinstone so far. So yeah, Goldfish, now done with Octo, is gonna head over to Western Woods. Is going to find that grip ring and shows what's on the beanstalk. Which Elaine is putting off. Even though you died on the way, it's probably still better to just go check what's on the beanstalk anyways, right?
I mean,
like, imagine a cane is there.
Right.
Do you want to have done Krenel without cane when it's just there and K-Flames is an element? Well, Elaine is going to pick up her ocarina here, so There's that. Yeah, Gripping was in the Tribi Ruby Cave. Oh, yeah, Nesman also just grabbed the Ocarina. Yeah, even knowing the Ocarina is there, I would still want to know if there's a cane on the Wizard's Beanstalk. And probably grab the Wind Crescent Caster while I'm there. Like...
We're seeing library, right? This is library.
Library, yep. Nothing on there though. Though we would see Nesman do the sequence break here to get these Minish eggs without having boots. And Hufflepuff is in the fountain. Did we see these checks before?
We did.
Nesman has done these,
Yeah,
right?
Nothing new.
Yeah. Goldfish checking 3 of the Swiftblade checks. And Lane's climbing up to the Crenda Beanstalk, so there's another of those Ruby Mania dislocations. And it's just a boomerang. Is what in logic? What Nesman is doing is out of logic. Yeah, going up to Libera's Lakeside House is in logic, jumping down into the lake is not.
So does the lane continue on, though? Looks like it.
It does look like it. Yeah. It's out of logic because this growing at the tree is really unintuitive. And people might be worried about softlocking if they tried that, so they won't. Therefore, these checks are out of logic. No, but you will need to do it after, and if you think that you could softlock this way, you wouldn't try jumping down.
Oh, Lane did bail from that.
Okay. Where's she going then?
Lower kernel, I imagine.
Oh, she has lower crown left. Okay. Yeah, so Goldfish has picked up that grip ring. We're definitely going to see him do the beanstalk.
We're seeing Simon on Huffpuff's side. I don't think we've seen that yet. Oh, she missed the puzzle? Oh.
Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, that puzzle is easy to mess up. Like, even in ways that just aren't fixable.
And nothing on Simon.
Yeah, Huffpuff needs to just go back into Deepwood, right? Which is...
Yeah...
Yeah, not what you want to have to do.
Another grip ring, so... And a lot of bombs.
Yeah, grip ring trap. There was a scroll there, I think there was Sword Beam. Not that it matters much.
Scrolls?
That is 7 scrolls actually, so it does matter, kind of. Yeah, Goldfish is 7 scrolls with that.
Huff is going back to Depot though.
Which is good. Software is gonna find mids here and shows that meta check that we still haven't seen. Probably.
Oh right, yeah, no, I keep forgetting we haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, like, that one is a lot harder to do without a sword. So it makes a lot of sense. Speaking of swords, Goldfish found blue sword. And is now checking Swiftblade the first. While Nesman is picking up his cape. Okay, nothing there. What else do we have right now?
Stuffing caster.
There's a lot of stuff up there for us. Yeah.
Especially now with that blue sword too.
We do have the front half of Graveyard, yeah. We would need boots to get the Graveyard key back from the crow to get to the back half. And looks like Goldfish is doing more caster stuff, so...
And he doesn't have the ocarina, so like I don't blame him for staying.
Yeah, no, like at least these... we'll see whether he does the Minish checks. At least the non-Minish checks are just fine to do here.
I've already seen the Matapillow fight on Huffpuff's side.
Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, no, Goldfish does have the Wayford Skinstone, so I guess there's both Criminal Beanstalk and Upper Wayfords available to him. But still, just getting these checks while you're here is fine. Though with those, like those 2 check dens, the areas available, I probably would skip hiking here.
I think I would do hiking here just because I don't have ocarina.
Yeah, you could. It's not terrible. It's just, it is a very slow check, and you have better options.
Oh, Doctor left with a sword. Is that going to be
our
our fourth?
We'll have to see whether it's real.
Is that going to be our 4th fake sword? Like, we've almost seen as many fake swords if we have real swords.
Yeah? I mean, the seed started off with a fake sword, so you know.
Yeah.
Setting the tone for the rest of it.
Basically.
For everyone except Netsman. Okay. Goldfish did do at least some of the Minish checks here and got rewarded with a Kinstone already. I think that was a caster stone, but I'm not entirely certain on that.
Yeah. I couldn't tell fast enough.
So yeah, Huffpuff now following the Smiths is gonna find a lot of swords in a very short amount of time.
Another wallet.
That's useless. I think Nesman's stuck in a rupee like that.
Yeah, there was a trap there that like caused people to stick sick there for a bit. So yeah.
Yeah, Nesman is just getting eaten by a rupee like over and over.
Angry sword slashes.
Grabbing the boomerang.
Just stun it and kill it.
Oh, okay. Nesman got through that.
Welcome to Minish Cap Randomizer, everybody. Oh, it was the real sword from Dr. Left? Ooh, that's 4 swords.
Yes, so Elaine now has blue sword as well, and her 4 sword is over in Kester. Yeah. Yeah, this version of the random does use random traps, so... Like, Nesman just got unlucky to have a like spawn in that tunnel. And there's 4 sword for Elaine.
Nice. Still can't, like, check the thing with
Like-
it?
No, but... Hey, we're not 15 minutes in and we have 4 sword. That's good.
Yeah, no, we're...
Just need a few more other things. Like...
Kinstone...
K and Gacha are the next 2 big ones, and then there's Kinstones. We do need all the Kinstones. Goldfish now doing town Minish checks. I'm surprised by this. Like, you have Krenner with
Veil
grip ring,
Falls.
so like the beanstalk, you have Well Falls. And instead you want to do these checks without Kane? Like, why would you grab that Tingle trophy now when it's faster to grab with Kane?
Can you knock that off with boots?
No.
Okay.
Gustra can be in DHC. Luna, why did you have to say that?
Oh no.
Well,
Right, because the, there hasn't been anything locked behind only Gustar yet, right?
no, Gustra locks, like 3 checks in Deepwood and 2 checks on Outland Myth. So as long as those don't lock DHC access... Oh, well, there's also a few more droplets, but you know, like, it's not that many checks.
We haven't seen items like required items in DHC yet, have we? Not this.
What do you mean by yet?
This bandless season.
This Vandus season? No, I believe that's still an open bounty. For a lot of points. If you're talking about in general, we have had stuff in DHC before.
Oh, I know.
Like a Gustra. Or a Tingle trophy leading to a Gustra.
I mean, technically that could still be true.
Yeah, we have seen a Tingle trophy, but that doesn't mean that that's the Tingle trophy.
I could read a DHC for something on.
I mean, to be fair, that was a Tress seed, so you know.
Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense.
Let's see. Yeah, that sounds about right, Nimbus. So, no one has gone up very far yet, have they?
No, they haven't.
Which, who has access to that by this point? I guess Hufflepuff just got access. Nesman has had no, Nesman is about to get access, and
He
Goldfish
hasn't
and
got- he hasn't
Elaine
gotten the
have
keystone
had
from the bell. He doesn't have the kinstone from the bell yet. Oh no, yes, he does.
Everyone has that kinstone.
Oh my gosh.
This one is gonna get the grip ring here, like soon. Like now.
Yes. Surprised the runners trust the sword at this point. With how many fake swords there have been, like I'd be like wary whenever I see a sword at this point.
Absolutely. That doesn't mean you get to not pick it up though.
Oh,
Well,
right.
okay, for Elaine it does, but... Yeah, like, imagine seeing 3 swords up in Velfords and Lane would be the only one to know that they're fake.
That would be so funny.
It would be fitting.
So technically we have a fake up to red sword at this point.
Yes. Is Goldfish gonna dip Royal Valley here, or is this just checking this and probably mode on the way?
Has been falling
Yeah,
for the
like, it
fake
would be
grip ring
bootsless
trap.
dip, but it would be interesting to see anyways.
Desmond also didn't set his cord.
And apparently also didn't open the shortcut.
Nope.
Okay, Goldfish resetting back to somewhere there after mode. Yeah, Goldfish still doesn't have the ocarina.
Wait, he hasn't been to Krenel at all.
Yeah, which... Well, you know, there's Crane Beanstalk and Upper Velfords rupees, but instead
We
you do
haven't seen the
town.
king yet either. Gonna fall for that sword.
Hello, sword! You're not real. Oh yeah, Goldfish is still out of logic. That makes not going to Krenny even worse. I guess these 2 checks were in logic. No, digging caves are out of logic. Sorry. Yeah. Like, Krenel is where you will find what puts you back into logic. That would be either like your 4-sword, I guess Lon Key, or the Ocarina, and you want 2 of those things. Leo, we may have done that for one of the punishment seats. It was fun.
Nesmond getting the blue sword. We also can't check Wave Blade yet.
No, highest is half puff at 9 hearts. 9 tied for the same, so
Yeah.
it's close, but not quite there yet.
I don't know why it's broken with Hendrix.
Probably because the sheet still says Hendrix 01 or something. Do you want me to check? I can check real quick.
There's our Gust Jar. Maybe.
Yep, it's
real.
real. Okay. So much for the Gust and DHC.
That's still out of logic for Goldfish.
That is still out of logic for Goldfish. Don't know if at this point I don't know if Goldfish is aware of how out of logic.
So yeah, the ocarina is because you just got Lon Key.
Did you know that our volunteer sheet has not Henry's 2 and not Henry 3 in it?
Wait, what?
Henry's may have gone by that name, and Nori probably entered it.
Enter what 3?
Anyways. Yeah. Henrys was hiding because bad seas happened. I mean, struggling a bit with Octo there, but... Goldfish is up in cloud tops, so kept going after... like...
Has 4 the Kinstone, so...
Yeah, at that point, I guess doesn't have Ocarina. And yeah, Lane demonstrating by having a sword instead of a shield is not great for Octo. And looks like Huff was also going for that Octoplay. Whereas Nesman is doing what? Nesman has already been up. No, Nesman only got the gripping recently, so has not been there?
Yeah, it hasn't done the...
Yeah, hasn't done the gripping dog stuff yet. Okay, so that makes sense. Who knows whether we'll see a vanilla
because we haven't seen... we haven't seen the cane yet.
We have not seen the cane yet.
Oh wait, no, we knew that was there.
Yeah, we knew that Kinstone was there. On Nesman's side. Elaine getting 2 ink there. Which is the worst RNG. But you know. It happens. Way too often. Yeah, Goldfish now has to climb down where it falls, which is the downside of going to Cloudtops there when not having the Ocarina. Which, you know, you are out of logic. So I wonder if Goldfish is finally going to go to Krenner to get back into logic.
Finally.
Yeah, I mean, that out of logic, like,
paid off,
the fact that you were out of logic all the time just makes it weird not to do that. Because you know something is there. And, like, worst case scenario, okay, it's a long key, but then at least you know. And a lot of the time it's either the sword, which would be Goldfish's 4 sword, or the Ocarina. Oh, does he have the London key?
Yeah, we found the unlock key in Vale Falls.
Okay, so now it absolutely has to be one of Sword or Ocarina. So if Goldfish is keeping track of logic, he should know that. Which, at this point, it's likely that, yeah, Goldfish is probably just not keeping track of logic anymore.
I mean, I definitely wouldn't have known, because, like, I'm like, oh yeah, no, I just do the multiplayer fight with bombs, I guess.
Yeah, I would expect Goldfish to know that, but we will have to ask about it after the race, I guess.
If I can reach it, it's in logic.
Yeah, that is not how logic works, Trent.
So does Nesman commit to the vanilla climb?
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised either way. Yeah, it's Nesman.
Because we have Ocarina at least.
Yep. That is. I wouldn't even be surprised if it paid off.
At this point, yeah.
What else do we have?
Some Gust Jar locked checks?
Some Gust Jar lock checks. Yeah. This is likely to pay off, isn't it?
Very much, which will be very sad for Elaine.
Yeah. There's a few checks in Graveyard as well, okay. We don't need boots. Royal Crypt is an element.
Not required.
We just need Kinstones and Cane.
Yeah, 2 Kinstones and the cane.
Okay, I have a proposal. The last Cloud of Skinstone and Cave of Flames, and Cane and Cape Chest.
Ooh. Ooh.
Sound good?
I mean, I can't. I hope I didn't roll it. Is all I'd say to that. We have lights, we have a cape, we have the Gust Jar.
Yeah, I'm surprised Nesman isn't just using the cape.
Because you'd have to equip that. There it goes.
Yeah, like that. Nesman helpfully demonstrating how to equip cape, just as he was saying. And then going back to the bow, even though you can still use cape here to just jump the gap.
It's Nesman, who knows?
So yeah, Goldfish managed to delay Crave for long enough that he's now doing it with Grip Ring and Gust Jar. So the only thing you would want is Cane. Oh yeah, Cape also, but Cape was like it had Cape for a while. It does help, but not a lot. So, Nesman reaching Malari's Mines. Nothing in here without Obscure Spots enabled, which they aren't for this. Well, there is a check, but it's after Cave Frames, so nothing in here now. But then there's Cave of Flames.
Which is required.
Which is an element, which they can't get the element without the cane. So we will see how deep they have to go to get that Cloud of Skinstone to get to the cane.
This is where the fun begins. Not that it hasn't been having fun already, but you know.
Most of the fun of the seed so far has been traps. Now is when the actual bad logic begins to. I guess no, mids were already pretty bad.
I just realized this fight's annoying. With no shield, no cane.
Does he have down thrust? Apparently that's a no? So yeah, just bombs. The tactic is hold a bomb up above your head and let it ram into you.
Oh yeah.
If you have the health for that, so that's just the easiest way of doing it. Probably not the fastest, but the easiest.
Wait, was that actually...
You can't get the warp without the cane, no, Leo.
I think we actually do have all five cloud top skin soons, because
Do we?
Goldfish hadn't done Krenel yet. So
Goldfish now has... yeah, there was a caster concern though, right?
Oh, was it a caster concern?
Wait, was Goldfish S2-4 before?
He
I don't know.
He hasn't updated his tracker, because...
Oh, okay, I thought he was at 1.4 before and thought he had updated. Then maybe, I don't know.
Because he got that and just left Krenel. But still not back in Logic.
Oh, yeah. Nesna hasn't been up to up wave 4 yet, right?
No.
And there is a Cloudos Kingston there and Nesna is at 4.
So yeah.
So we have seen 5 Cloudos Kingstones already. Which is unfortunate. Because it means something else has to be. Jabbernet is not something else.
Yeah, Goldfish going back up to hot tops.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh, yeah. So
even just skipping Kane and doing Palace is interesting, because if you find the caster Kingston, you can just play it as if it was Go mode, even though you're missing Kane.
Oh right, yeah, because like you find Kane.
Yeah, because Kane is logically required for that, so...
And skipping her 5 sword.
How could she?
There's the
Wait, did
boots.
Goldfish still doesn't have Ocarina, you're right.
We found the boots in Cave of Flames.
Oh! That's interesting.
Oh.
Now, Bootstock Kane would be fun, but how about, instead, we just put the Kane on Dampe?
I mean, that technically is... Oh, it's not boots.
That is not Bootstocked.
Darn.
But it's close enough that you wouldn't want to do it without boots.
Right, and it's more fun than it...
Like, if you have a spoiler lock, that's way nicer. But if you don't, is it? Neswin is not getting the nut. Neswin is blowing up the nut. For no particular reason. But I mean, it's Neswin. I don't think we need to say that. It's
that was a for, like, for everybody watching, I'm not gonna grab it. A shield.
There's a shield on Kane's chest. Well, there's 2 checks behind that shield.
Yeah. And we have a couple behind the boots.
Where's Neswin going? This isn't the way to... What?
I think he forgot how far down it was.
No, I think Neswin just doesn't know how to route, like, what connects to where I'm trying to...
So if this is a Castrican stone...
Nope, just rubies. But there's another scrub. Yeah. Palace for Goldfish here is interesting. Because, as I said before, if you have had that last Casterkin stone, you would know to be able to go on it. But if, like, otherwise you still need to full clear. Oh yeah, also blue sword. Never mind. Goldfish is 3 items from Gomod. Which,
so shield
yeah,
is dead. But we also got the boots.
Force can never lock Kane, so...
Is Kane possible to be in DHC? Like, not with these dungeons.
Not this seed.
Like,
There's an element on Gleerock.
Right, but like, is there like a combination of things that could happen that could put Kane in DHC?
If Palace and Cave Flames are not elements, like we're talking race settings, right?
Yes.
Yeah, if Palace and Cave Flames are not elements, yes?
Okay. I was just curious. Desmond not checking the boots.
That's interesting. I want you to check the boots checks. You just did Vanilla Path Cave Flames and got those boots. Follow them.
Kane on blue.
Yeah, so Goldfish did get the big key already. So in a go mode, Palace, you would skip pot push. So yeah, what else do we have, like, in logic?
Gust jar locked.
Gust jar locked stuff, which is 3 checks in droplets, 3 checks in deep woods, and we've seen Outman Myth, so...
And graveyard.
And then graveyard.
Goldfish is gonna finish this seed in out of logic at this point.
I guess the Ocarina is optional, yeah.
Technically, yeah.
You could! Now that you mention it, you could!
It was required logically, but yeah, no, clearly not not hard required.
If that actually happens. That would be kind of amazing. Now I want to see that.
Because we have the Force Sword on Doctor left, and then we don't know where the other caster or Kane are. So, oh, there's the mushroom.
Well, there's an item that looks like a mushroom.
All right, I guess that could only be our Kinstone.
Yes, it could lead to a Kinstone. We don't know where the Kinstone is yet, and that could be behind Kane. We don't know where Kane is yet, but there's not that many spots where it can be. Yeah, this seed has had some interesting logic to it. And some interesting ways to get around that logic as well, so... Okay, Goldfish deciding to skip the fan loop and the vanilla bosky chest there. Basically, the weird logic was with Deepwood bulldozers having mids, which some people got out of logic with just bombs, and then found a sword in the Witch-Digging Cave and lake access through that, which had another sword, and cave and droplets, which led to another sword in Cave 25. And the thing to put all of that into logic was the Ocarina in Cranel.
Which needed the lantern.
Which was behind a bottle in Deepwood, which was lantern locked. So logically, you had to double dip Deepwood before Red Sword.
Yes, logically.
And yeah.
Oh, what did Dompe have?
Did we see? Oh, I didn't see. But
King.
Elaine doesn't have boots, so that was it for her here. So I don't know why she isn't just quick popping out. You need boots to do that. Okay, she's ocarinaing away. So yeah, and then like we still don't have a cane, and there's like around 10 checks left for it to be a bit more than that. What would we say? 3 in Droplets, 3 in Deepwood,
So
5 in the back of Royal Graveyard, and 2 in Royal Crypt? Sorry?
Yeah, so get any Gust Jar or Boots Lock check.
Yes. How many of the Bootstock checks have we seen? I guess none. Nesman hasn't been doing them.
We solved a couple in Lake, but...
Oh, sure. Lake, the ones that you can get out of logic in Lake, we have seen, and those weren't it. So there's the 2 in Courtyard, there's the 2 in London, there's the 1 in South Highfield, and there's the 1 on Swiftblade.
Yeah. 5. So 10 checks?
So I said, so 6 those Bootstock checks, 7 if you count Royal Crypt and Graveyard together. So that's 13 Bootstock checks and 6 Gastro checks? For Kane to be at?
Yeah.
Unless one of those checks has a caster kinstone instead.
Which unlocks a whole bunch more.
Which is a lot more, but would also be interesting.
One of those like...
Because at that point you could just go on Gormod Palace, right?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Neswin now also opening up Palace.
That is a real mushroom, so that could be our kinstone.
That could be the kinstone. If that's the kinstone, then we know... Like, then we are down to those 19 checks for Kane for
right.
Possible normal.
And Goldfish will still be out of logic.
Goldfish wins! Where was the sword that Goldfish is missing again? Oh, that was Dr. Left.
Yeah, Dr. Left. That's the sword that's missing.
Except Elaine.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, power braces were early.
Oh, we are going to see a boots check here. 19.
We are going to see a boots check. Hopefully Nesman is going to keep doing boots checks. Yeah, there were 3 power bracelets
18
early.
checks left?
The first 2 were in rear. I mean, Ocarina is already logically required. It doesn't need to have more, right?
Yeah, we're still missing a book, too. If Yulari has Kane, though. So book on Blue Chew for
Yulari can't have Kane. Yulari requires Kane.
Oh, you're right. Kinstone on Yulari, though.
The only thing that Yulari can have at this point is the Kinstone, yeah.
Has been doing JoJo for like the first time.
Yeah, but there is a new check here
There is.
for us. And it's nothing. 17.
The world's worst countdown.
Yeah, like how many checks until Kane is just... Until we notice that we've forgotten about a check where Kane could be at.
Right.
That's really what we're counting down to, right?
I believe so.
That's how it works. Yeah, quitting a statue. No reason to pick that up before you have Kane.
Okay, Desmond is
Although
gonna get this
Goldfish
force-
did, right? No, someone picked up that King statue, right?
Elaine just picked it up. I know Goldfish knocked it down. I don't know if he picked it up yet.
Oh, yeah, that might be it. It's not marked on Goldfish's own tracker, which is why I was confused. But I thought I remembered Goldfish going there. Elaine having some
wait,
trouble with
none of the
chicken.
runners have checked this yet?
They just throwing the chicken into the water there. Yeah. I count on to... Someone has checked Cafe Lady, right? That's nice one finding the sword.
I think he gave that a good look. 'Cause remember, we've had 3 fake swords so far.
Yeah. You do not trust that sword, but it is real. In this case.
Pick it up.
Nesman!
Oh
Okay,
no.
Nesman is on the Fossard. I mean, Fossard opens nothing for Nesman.
Right. I just can't wait for him to last location that. The walk of shame back to Dr. Left.
Yep.
Oh good, we're gonna see a lot more down from 17.
Yes, there's 7 checks. If Nesman full clears Royal Crypt.
We got 5 and the 2 in Royal Crypt, right?
Yeah. Yep. So that's Georg down for Goldfish, and I think the only thing we got out of Palace was that mushroom.
Yeah. And Elaine's going back to check the gust lot. The gust jar.
Oh,
lot
nice. So
checks.
so more checks to count down on.
Excellent. Hey, vanilla wind element. I just
yeah.
realized that.
And a health refill. Because the game is nice like that. It's not nice. Don't trust the game. Anyway. So... Nesman does have the boots to get back this graveyard key.
Don't trust the game unless there's a sword on Dr. Left. So, 16.
Yep. That was the compass, right? Or
Yes.
yeah, I only glanced at it. So there's a bomb back.
15.
40. 30.
13. 12.
Oh.
Eleven. Oh, Hufflepuff is doing another one that we haven't seen. Oh wait, no, Nesman just did that. Never mind. So we're at
Yeah,
11.
that was one of the ones Nesman already did. When we reach 0, Artemis and I get to feel very dumb about having forgotten some check, yes.
Yes.
That's how this works. That's how I usually play this game too.
I missed what the that mold over had, but it wasn't important, so 10.
You mean the meta pillar, right?
That's what I meant.
9.
Ooh, we're seeing
These checks from Huff are also new, right? So 8. I don't remember what all of them are.
We have
Deepwood, Lon,
Blue Chew,
Blue Chew, and one more, right?
where are we at? We're at 8, right?
Are we at 8? I thought it would be 8 after this check from this one. See, we can't count either. So
right.
we had either 8 or 7.
So
we have London 2, Deepwood
Chew
3,
and
Blue Chew 1. That's 6?
sounds right. So because like
If
that
we
would
were
have been
supposed
8
to
down
be
to
at
7
7.
down to 6. Well, because like I thought we would have. I thought we were at 8, and I hadn't counted Nesmond thing yet, so that would have been down to 7 to 6 with Huff Puff checking as well. So I think,
Right.
I think.
So
we're
you
good.
think we're down to 6, Nesman is getting 2 here, and then it's...
Deepwood and Blue Chew.
Yep.
Deepwood
So-
and Blue Chew.
Goldfish is back at Logic!
Hour and a half in, we're finally there. Oh, hey, look, here's one that I don't think anyone's done yet.
Someone must have done this!
Please, I hope so. We didn't even hit 0.
This was accessible, like,
Oh, Waveblade.
with K. Waveblade! Waveblade is one that we forgot. The Nesman didn't just check. It's Nesman going to check Waveblade. So we do have 7 checks left.
I mean, yeah, we still have
What we're saying?
less than double.
We still have Blue Chew.
We're single digits.
Well, it's I don't even know how many checks. Whatever. We have some number of checks left that include Blue Chew, Green Chew, Deepwood Big Key, and Waveblade. So that's 5 checks. This is gonna be Waveblade. No? Nesman? Okay, not Waveblade.
Puff is in the area too.
Yes. Maybe someone has. Maybe Nesman had already done it. I don't know.
But at this point, it's not vanilla climb required.
Yes! It's not behind Boots. It is behind Gastra. Down thrust on Waveblade. Which is the one scroll Nesman is missing. Oh no, it's 2 scrolls Nesman is missing, but one of those is down thrust. So, you know, Nesman hadn't done it yet, and... Yeah, this is spin scroll in Palace. So... We know where all the scrolls are.
Oh, was there a spin scroll on Pop Push?
I don't remember where, but there was some scroll there, up there. Yeah, somewhere in Palace. I don't remember where. Yes, Goldfish is back in Logic. And is now doing this. We know this doesn't lead to Kane.
Yeah, because it has to be behind Gustar. So, yeah, Blue Chew.
Blue Chew or Deepwood? how often can, like, where was Gusher again?
Vale Falls. The Ruby.
Vale Falls Rupee Caves, which is very much mid-slot by Red Sword.
And...
Because we were talking about how many times we could make Nesmond dip Deepwood, right?
Oh, right, yeah.
Because Nesmond has already dipped Deepwood 3 times, and it will, unless it's on Blue True, need to be a 4th time.
So
yeah, meanwhile, Elaine has picked up...
The runners want to find the Kinstone before the Caton, right?
I wouldn't
Kane
mind
just
just
puts-
finding the...
Because the Caton puts a lot of other stuff into logic before, like, that you have to search for.
Yeah, I guess just going to Fortress until you find Kane is easier, routing-wise.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind either, really. Like, yes, Kane puts a lot of stuff into logic, but...
Like, I mean, yeah, because at this point you just want... You're looking for 2 items, so you want them.
Yeah, like, what would you do if you found Kane here in this spot? I guess check the Forza Lock stuff in school and then just do Cave of Flames first.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kane does put Top of Polis into logic. Yeah, they do want to see the Kingstone first. That's a good point, Nimbus. How about they're just both in Deepwood, and Nesmond dips after doing Green Shoe and has to go back yet again for the basement?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Does that sound like the seed?
Who was it that dipped like 5 times into droplets the 1 seed?
You say that like there's only been one time. I don't remember, but... Was it Sean? I think it was Sean. I mean, yes, Myth and Krenel is... Yeah.
This one has a shield.
This one does have the shield. There it is.
I want to see Blue Chew. I want to see those last checks. Gotta know.
Yeah, Blue Chew and Deepwood. We have 4 checks in logic. We're missing Kane and a caster Kinstone. Meanwhile, everyone is just doing stuff that we've already seen. It's... Oh, where's Half going? Is this Deepwood? This might be Deepwood.
Oh man. Well no.
This is
We'll know after
Deepwood.
this.
Oh yeah, we're seeing repeats because, like, the seed's awful. But... So everyone's just clearing everything. But yeah. There's Deepwood. This is green shoe first. There's 2 checks on green shoe. There's 1 check in the basement left here, and then there's 1 check on blue shoe.
The only thing Yolari could have is that kid.
Books can't unlock anything if we don't have the cane trend.
And Nesman could have a 4-sword by now too.
I mean, yes. Nesman has pushed down the sword from Dr. Left's attic.
And
just didn't pick it up out of distrust for the seed.
I mean, I don't blame him.
And yeah, Nesman did skip blue shoe. So we still don't know. But we'll know after Huffpuff is done with Deepwood. I guess Nesman is going there too.
Alright.
And meanwhile, Goldfish did find the boots.
Rupee. 3.
Nesman's doing the
2.
basement first. Oh wait, Nesman hasn't done the metal pillar yet. Wait, Huffpuff! Wait,
Oh, no.
does Huffpuff have... Huffpuff is missing the map in Deepwood. Basement might have to be the map. So I think it's Blue Shoe. Like, otherwise, there's no way Huffpuff would dip there, right?
Right.
So yeah, Nesman's gonna show us the map in the basement here. Hopefully. Because otherwise, yeah, otherwise this is bad for Huffpuff. If Nesman finds something here in the basement, this is bad for Huffpuff. But I don't think so. I think Huffpuff has just paid more attention than we have to maps and compasses. This pattern doesn't work, what Elaine's doing. Okay, yeah, she realized. Yep, there's the map. Okay.
Blue Shoe.
So yeah, good job by Huffpuff paying attention.
Yeah, so that has to. So Blue Shoe has to have either.
It has to be Blue Shoe.
Cane or Kinstone. It's either.
Yes. Is there anything else that unlocks anything? That it could be.
The book wouldn't unlock anything.
No, the book wouldn't unlock anything, the water wouldn't unlock anything, and that's about it. So yeah, it has to be one of those 2 things. So what is on there?
That is the question.
Do you want to make a prediction?
Yeah, no, we. Prediction or poll?
I mean, either?
Okay.
I guess these are 3, so people don't have channel points.
Alright, I'll just do a poll then.
I like that third option.
Yeah, no, I mean, I felt like we had to have a third option there.
Yes. That is definitely also an option. Like, we think we're down to Blue Chew in logic, but you know what they say about this game and thinking.
Don't.
Maybe.
Desmond threatening Simon there with a bomb.
It won't work.
Just wonder, like, we're gonna see everybody full clear first before we see Blue Chew.
Yes, it's... Yeah, who even has a chance of just checking Blue Chew soon? Like, I guess Goldfish might go there soon, because Goldfish is about to run out of checks. Right?
I imagine.
Like, Goldfish hasn't done the Deepwood things yet, but then we had seen like Nesman do the other droplets Gusture checks first, and I think we have seen the turn-in of the shroom, and also it's out of logic.
Yes, yes.
Like, there are, like, we haven't seen these two checks Elaine is going to do yet. But they are out of logic. So, the only thing Elaine can find here is the Kinstone, and if it's the Kinstone here, then we know the Cane is on Blue Chew. Does Find Up have to be a key? No, why? Oh, based on how many keys Goldfish found? Maybe, I didn't pay attention to that. Yeah, if Goldfish only had one key at the end, then I guess. Okay, so Find Loop is a key, and we don't know about Vanilla Boss Key, right? Or did you also pay attention to maps and compasses on Goldfish's end?
Are you asking if I paid attention?
I'm asking Nimbus if he paid attention.
Gotcha.
Because Nimbus was apparently paying attention to keys. So, you know. Figured it would be worth asking.
Oh, Nesman did go back and grab his sword.
Okay, so yeah, there is a key in Fanloop.
Nesman back in Lake.
And there's a small rupee on the Vanilla Bosky chest. So, yeah, Nesman about to do Blue Chew. Going to find something here.
Moment of truth.
What's it gonna be?
Kane into Kinstone on Tingle. A book on Tingle for Kinstone on your party.
That sounds good to me.
Oh yeah. That sounds perfect for us.
So, is Goldfish going to do droplets here, and is Goldfish going to do Blue Chew while doing droplets?
Goldfish has done most of it.
Yeah, it's just the three Gusture lock checks, right? Like, there's two fast Gusture lock checks, and there's Blue Chew. So, the question is Goldfish going to do the same thing Nesman did, where he's only doing these two checks? Or is he also going to do Blue Chew? Which is dying on Nesman's side.
Moment of truth.
So we will see what it has in just a moment.
So Kane won the poll.
And it's the Kinstone. So that's nicer for the people in the seat, although nicer doesn't mean much when it's the Kinstone on Blue Chew.
Right.
Where's Nesman going? Wait,
Did
what?
Nesman not do the other checks?
What does Nesman have left?
Oh, he's still missing his third kinstone.
Yes, but what does Nesman have left in droplets? That
Did he not do any of the ice plane?
no, he's been here with Gastra and done the meta pillar, right? Did I imagine that?
I don't know. Nesman.
Like, I thought Nesman had been here and done these checks. No! What? Why did I think Nesman had done these? Has Nesman... No. Okay, Nesman is still going. Why did I think Nesman had done these?
I don't know. Because we've been taught 5 times.
He hasn't, though. I'm confused.
I am too.
And I mean, it's Nesman's routing, so I guess that's normal. But also, it's not even because of the routing this time. Okay. Maybe I was imagining things. No idea why I thought Nesman had already been here.
And I don't know where Nesman's other caster kinstone is.
I have no idea. Nesman is missing one caster kinstone. Oh, it's the one in caster, right? Minish checks.
Oh, was there? Oh, there was.
Yeah, it has to be that one. I don't know where the third one was, but it has to be that one, right?
Like, we had one really early, I thought.
Yeah. There's no way Nesman's missing that one, wherever it was.
Town digging. That would explain why it would have been early.
I think Tondingen was a Cloud of Skinstone.
I thought it was, yeah, I thought it was Cloud Top.
But there were some Kinstones just in Western Woods, right?
Maybe? I don't remember now.
There was one in the Tribute Rupee Cave, I think that might have been a caster. Right? Anyways. Still, pretty sure Nesman's missing the one that, like, from the Minish second caster.
Let's see Goldfish's face for this.
I mean, I think this is the last occasion for Goldfish, so there isn't really a lot of surprise to be had.
Fair.
Like...
They didn't do Deepwood. But...
Okay, sure. And yeah, that also means that Goldfish now knows that he could have Go Model Palace. Which wouldn't feel great.
I feel like...
But Goldfish is still in a good position here.
Yeah.
Like, out of the people on Restream at least.
This one hasn't even been up to Palace yet.
Oh, like, it's weird, but, like, Goldfish is ahead here, right?
Yeah.
Like, Goldfish is just plain ahead. And even though he was out of logic for the first 1.5 hours of the race, basically. And only then got his Ocarina and stuff. And did the unnecessary vanilla dip into Cave of Flames and all of that. But no, apparently. Everyone else did worse? I mean, there's also the fact that Goldfish is good at this game and his execution is up there. So...
Nesman leaving caster again.
If he hasn't done this yet, apparently it was a caster. Okay.
Yep.
Fine.
That doesn't put him too far behind, though.
No. Nesman is also not in a bad position here. But like for both Nesman and Goldfish, it has to feel like they are behind because
Right.
like you did an unnecessary vanilla path to Cave of Flames. You did a lot of other like kind of.
And Desmond also is a palace behind.
Yeah.
Like he'll be able to
That
go
is
mode.
yeah. He will be able to go mode palace, so I'm wondering how much.
I guess
that,
it depends on
like,
when Huffpuff. And
Yeah, comparing Nesman to Huffpuff and Elaine here is hard. Goldfish is just ahead.
Right.
Like it depends on, like, okay, Huffpuff is still missing the sword from Dr. Left and the Kinstone from Bluchu. And Elaine is just missing the Kinstone from Bluchu. And then everyone's missing the cane, but it's somewhere here in Windruins or Fortress.
We'll find it shortly. Maybe.
Well, it could be as deep as Fortress Vanilla Bosky. So
Right.
shortly might be in. Oh,
Right.
but at least, like with the Kinstone first, you know to go here, and you don't leave until you find your cane.
Yes. Unfortunately, it means Yalari and Tingle are dead.
Yep, it does mean that. Nesman getting a fire trap in that room. Did you know there's a possible softlock there?
Oh, because that's not patched on this version, is it?
No, it's not. Yeah, that is fixed now, but not on this version. So people still need to be aware of it, Leo. So yeah, if you go up that ladder while being on fire, the fire doesn't go out on this current version. It's fixed in like the development stuff. It's just not fixed in any release. Yeah, exactly, Leo.
Where could the cane be?
Where could it be indeed? I mean, it's Fortress or Quick Warp Caves, right?
Oh, Elaine has to do a vanilla climb again. Like Elaine never.
Well, has to is too strong.
Is going.
She could
to
just
do.
go to Blue Chew and find the Kinstone.
Right.
She didn't even push that one boulder in the middle there on her first trip, so she has to go through the Minish part again. Yeah, like even if you mess up the other boulder, pushing that one would still save, I think. In case you have to come back.
Did Goldfish not pick up the cane, or did he actually? Did I just miss it?
No, Goldfish must have picked it up. Goldfish is just going now. So, this is go mode for Goldfish.
Yeah. Alright.
Half an hour after getting back into Logic, there's go mode.
I should probably start getting this set up.
Yeah. After this boss is done, Goldfish will have to do Dark Hyrule Castle. In Dark Hyrule Castle, there are 9 shacks, any one of which can have the big key. So we are going to have a bet after this boss is done on how many checks the first person to DHC, which in this case will be Goldfish, will need to do to find that big key. So you will be able to just !bet followed by a number from 1 to 9
Chicken music, though.
Huffpuff is back in Deepwood. Apparently not trusting himself on having skipped the map in the basement. This is gonna sting. Wait.
Nesman not trusted.
Nesman! Pick up that cane!
Just pick it up. Just pick it up, Nesman. He's just doing this to taunt us.
There we go. Nesman's in go mode. And Goldfish just got his third element. Actually, it's not this boss where we have the DHC Keypad. Goldfish still has to go through Cave of Flames.
Oh, you're right.
There's still that to go.
Oh, right. Yeah, no,
You know.
Yeah, this one has 3 bosses to go through.
Hmm?
This one has all of Palace to go through as well.
Yes. So we still have a bit to go here. No. Yeah, it is just a formality. Like, this dungeon is fast. Palace is not as fast. Did Goldfish? No,
Who's getting all
Goldfish
the
needs a
band
key.
points today?
Okay. Yeah, Goldfish still needs to grab that minecart chest for the key. Yeah, do we know who rolled?
Colin Hendricks. Hendricks, who gets all the band points today?
Because there will be band points for this. I think that's safe to say, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, there will be like, okay. The Kinstone Blue Chew is an automatic mean point, but
Oh no, Trent, was this one of your seeds?
is Hendris around?
Good question. Is that really faster than just warping to cloud tops, Nesman?
Using the Ocarina to go there?
No,
not if you got the...
He opened the
He
warp
got to South Hyrule Field. Yeah, no, it's not if you have the Wind Crest at, like, actual Wind Tribe upper cloud tops.
That's a nice big key.
So yeah, how far we got to get that Kinstone and like either once Nesman's done with Palace or Huffpuff is done with Fortress, we'll know who of those two is ahead, I guess.
Yeah, then we'll be even.
Of unmuting there for a moment. I don't think that was on stream.
No, I didn't hear it. So.
So it wasn't. Yeah. And Elaine getting that shield, which leads to nothing. But
Oh, okay, we did.
Yeah.
We did get confirmation on who rolled. It was a Trent seed.
so yeah, Trent, how are you feeling about the seat?
Congrats, Trent, on all the band points you were soon to be awarded.
And now Goldfish has gotten his fourth element
All right, I need to open the bet. Open.
and is warping to South Hyrule Field. Why?
I
what?
think he just menued past it.
No, he's grabbing the Tinker trophy and checking Tinker
Why?
for the memes.
All right.
I mean, it's not anything, but for the memes. Now you have to check Hilari. Right? There's no way you do this in go mode, get your third book and don't check Hilari.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Oh, that's so fun.
Now again, we even know Hilari won't have anything. But for the memes.
Oh, the real Juggernaut?
Was someone in... did no one pick up the 1K frames, or was it a trap?
I don't know. We know Nesvin didn't pick it up.
Oh, the nut can't be a trap.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So much for that. Okay. Still, I would still say that's not anything, but also, that is almost something.
Oh, worth it.
That is amazing.
Oh, worth it.
Oh. It did give people some more time to get in those DHC bets.
Yeah.
There's still a few numbers not yet bet on.
We don't have 1, 5, 6, or 9. Oh, it's still open.
It's still open. It will still be open until Goldfish actually enters.
And does the first check, right?
Is it until the first check or is it actually enters the...
I usually just do to the first check.
Either works. Yeah.
Gotta love the cuckoo music. The castle.
Yep. Okay, that bomb back in recruit was real. I don't know if we had already known that. Oh, Goldfish just cleared his own personal tracker and only marked the murder shit. Okay, Hufflepuff finally picked up that bomb back. Yeah. Which of Georg or Mazal is faster, actually?
I feel like Mazala's faster, right?
Probably slightly, but they are both very slow bosses.
Especially when Nesm's doing...
No, I don't think Hufflepuff is losing their mind or Percy had something. I think Hufflepuff, through all of that, did not check Percy. Even though it's way faster than some of the checks that he did do. Does that sound right?
Goldfish getting cursed, unfortunately.
I'm not sure Mazal is faster. It looks like Nesmond is getting through Georg faster, actually. As I say that, Nesmond falls off.
Right.
But you know. Yeah, last phase for both of them, I guess. Oh, this is close.
Close setting.
Smoky
Not
on the
one.
king. Like this is really, really close between Hufflepuff and Nesmond because they both have to still go through Cave of Flames.
Yeah.
But like they are like dead even after finishing both of these dungeons. So it's just.
Not two.
And has Hufflepuff also gone to Cave of Flames the winner away and clear? Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah. They are just right in the same spot now. Both just need to go to Cave of Flames and finish that. Yeah, they're both in go mode. They both just need to go do Cave of Flames. And Hufflepuff is basically an Ocarina flute behind. So this is a race between those two. Meanwhile, Goldfish found the small key in the basement and is checking clones first. Before going to the...
This will be
Red
3.
Orb? This is going to be number 3. And it's a big key! So it was number 3. Congrats, Leo. Yeah, like normal routing, that is what? You do those two first always. It could still be 3 in a normal route, Nimbus if you skip King. But that's a Juggernaut, you don't need... Okay. Well.
For the memes.
Yes. Okay, has Hufflepuff not done this? No. No, Hufflepuff has not done this check yet, okay, so that is a bit more of an advantage that Nesmond had.
There's the shield.
Yeah. And Nesvin's also just running away with execution here between those two, right?
Yes.
So.
And Elaine's still
I guess
looking
we'll
for
yeah. Elaine still needs to do Blue Chew for that Kinstone.
fortunately. Following up on those boots checks though, so
But yeah, you just did the, like, you have to follow the boots here. Once you have done that vanilla path to Cave Flames, you have to do the boots checks now. It's just like that's playing to your advantage, right?
yes.
Okay. Has been using bow on Gleerock here. Does have the butterfly, so that's just fast. Yeah, half of entering Gleerock here as Neswim gets started on, I think it's phase 2, right? Yeah, this is phase 2.
Go fish in the dark now. Right.
Yep. Got rid of the red darkness quite quickly. And there's the black dark lantern. So Neswin finishing up Gleerock here, and is this the second or third phase for Half Puff? Second, okay. So maybe a minute behind here? Oh, Goldfish missing with the Gusture there? I didn't actually see what exactly happened, but I guess he released slightly early, so the orbs got the shield thingies back. Gets the great spin for the 3 cycle though. Equips shield.
Desmond checking Malari.
Nesmond is checking Malari?
So
okay, that's
Huffpuff
all the time advantage that Nesmond had over Huffpuff, right?
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
all of it, okay, but like most of it?
I mean, and then Nesmond's gonna go sleep in Link's bed, right? Oh, okay.
No. Don't try to predict. Okay. Yeah. So Nesman was about 16 seconds ahead of Huffpuff as of leaving Cave of Flames and is now behind. Elaine just finished up Green Shoe. I don't know how much she has left. I doubt it's a lot.
What? What is? What?
It's Nesman.
What?
It's Nesman. Don't question it. So yeah,
So,
Hufflepuff ahead of Neswin in DH. And Elaine is warping towards Lake.
Goldfish,
Might be...
little low on health here.
does Goldfish have a fairy or something?
I don't think so.
Really?
I mean, I could be wrong.
Like, you can heal up before Vati 3, so... If Goldfish doesn't have any safety, I would have expected him to just grab fairies there. Even just to heal.
Oh, he does.
Okay, no, those were 2 fairies in bottles. That explains why Goldfish didn't take time to heal. It's probably still faster to grab those fairies from the pots, since, like, you have Rockbreaker, it's just slash twice. Rather than use a fairy. Oh, it's 1 fairy, okay. But, like,
So-
at this late,
fine.
you don't take damage. Here, yeah, like, here, you can if you mess up and get electric balls, or if RNG is bad and you get electric balls, but... Or if you mess up and get rolled into Vati.
Fine.
Yeah, Parabeam here is... I don't know, it feels like sometimes Parabeam messes with the return. So if I was in Goldfish's position here, I would just turn it off. Because you can do that.
But you can?
Yes. Leo did a thing.
Oh.
Yeah,
Apologies
you
for
just
not
go to
reading
your
the
scroll view and
updates.
you can just turn it off. But Goldfish is fine here and finishes with a time of 2 hours, 21 minutes and 20 seconds. So a second early. Could have waited a second there, Goldfish, right? Okay, Goldfish is in the waiting room, so let's drag him in here. GG's Goldfish.
Mirror shield.
Yeah. Why? But also, yes. That was amazing.
I have no
Like-
other comments. Mirror shield.
Yeah, the fact that you got that is extremely weird and also amazing.
I assumed that like 3 people are already in DHC because I last location so many things. Like I last location flute, and then it took me a while to find the Kinstone for go mode. So I figured like people were already in DHC and I was already lost. So I'm just like, screw it, let's go meme.
Yeah, no, you were
be
just
fair.
ahead.
Yeah, to be fair,
And-
Last Locating Flute just put you back in Logic an hour and a half into the scene.
Yes.
Yeah, did you realize when like doing palace and stuff that you were just way out of logic?
Oh yes. That did you see me doing all those weird town checks and being all weird? I was trying to find a smith sword because I thought sword is what put me back in logic, not flute. I forgot.
Okay,
that
but you
flute
just
could do it.
decided, no, Krenel isn't it? Or
Well,
what?
there was only 1 spot left in Krenel. So when I got
Okay.
the Kinstone, the only spot that was left is where the flute was. And I'm just like, well, it could be a sword, which is whatever, but it could
But
also be a
you
cane.
also had
please.
the beanstalk out of logic available to check with
So,
that.
okay, my reason was it could be a cane. That was my
Fair.
progression to like, go find the sword. So there's a check
Yeah.
in town, and if it's the cane, then I don't have to do vanilla climb, which I do if I don't find the item there.
Yeah.
So that was kind of my reasoning. It's like if I didn't, I was going. The only reason I kept clearing palace is because of the Kinstone. If I got a Kinstone there, I wasn't going to check for sword there because I assumed that it was Smith sword I was missing, not 4 sword.
Fair. It wasn't, but also palace was empty, so you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot that Ocarina put me in logic when I found the Lon key. I thought it was Smith sword, and that
Yeah.
I assumed I knew exact. Like it's like I have to find Smith sword. I forgot Ocarina existed and could get me there.
Okay.
Makes sense. But yeah, other thoughts on the seed? Other than Mirror Shield?
Mirror Shield is about all I could think of at the end there.
Yeah, I mean, like the whole mids in Deepwood thing, getting those out of logic helped a lot with routing this.
Oh yes.
Because I think logically you had to triple dip Deepwood, or no,
Double
you didn't have to go
dippers.
double dip for mids. You didn't have
You
to
had to
back
go get
after
the
that.
bottle and then go grab the mitts when you got the
Yeah.
sword from the ocarina. That's all that was in Deepwood, though.
Yeah, exactly. No, we were down to 4 checks and 3 of those were in Deepwood at some point. So you know, it was blue chew, but
Yes,
that's why I thought, yeah, you had to go back into Deepwood. Yeah, you didn't.
other chew.
Yes. Which, you know. Hey, at least it wasn't a cane on there. That would have been
Yeah,
worse.
I
right?
mean, it didn't matter at that point. Vanilla Climb wasn't required, but
Vanilla Claim wasn't required, but Kane gives options, whereas Caster Kingston was, okay, you go to Fortress of Combat.
it's you finish Cave of Flames and you go to Lower Krenel, not Lower Krenel, Lower Vale Falls, and then you do town, and then you're done with cane checks.
You say that order, but I would have started with school if there was a cane there.
Oh, okay, I forgot about school, but it would have been Cave of Flames, school into Lower Vale Falls, and then the rest of town.
Yeah, and then Orphan Fairy and
Yeah.
what else? Like
Orphan Fairy is the only thing I didn't
was it
list
just
there.
yeah.
It would have been Tingle, and then you would have done.
Oh yeah, Tingle.
Yes, to get the mirror shield.
And then
Very important.
Tingle giving the book was just so.
Well, I thought there's like, I mean, Tingle probably won't give me anything, but it's just like, well, it could give me the last
we were
book.
saying,
That'd
like,
be pretty
okay,
funny.
there's nothing that Tingle can have here. And then it
It's
has
like-
a book, and then it's like,
just like,
okay,
book
but
would be
there's nothing
pretty funny, and
Yunari can have. And then it's a mirror shield.
And as I was like, watching, I was like, Tingle doesn't have anything, but well, I guess it could have a book. That'd be pretty funny. But what could Yari have? Like, I guess it could have Mirror Shield, which is like the best timeline, but there's no way that happens.
Yeah. About that. So somehow, while we were talking here, Neswin got ahead of Huffpuff again?
Check the clones first.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I also assumed that Big Key was vanilla. That the fact that no one had finished. Like, I just assumed that was.
No, you were just
miles
ahead.
Again, I
Somehow.
assumed I was miles behind.
Yeah. The seed was just rude. Like Nesman triple or quadruple dipped Deepwood? Quadruple dipped, right?
Oof.
Did he go back and defeat Green Shoe? No, so it's triple dipped. Nesman did Blue Shoe first, right? Yeah. But third dip for...
I mean, I'd be
Because
shocked if
Nesman's
Nesmond
first
didn't
dip
go to
into
Blue
Deepwood
Chew.
was without Lantern. So he
Could
couldn't
not
get the
a key?
water.
Oh.
And then, once he went back with Lantern, he still didn't grab the mitts.
It was a very interesting.
Yeah.
Nisbet.
Yeah, when did Nesman skip Link's house again?
Well beyond everybody else.
Yes! It was that kind of Nesman routing.
Also, how
I
did
mean,
you...
Link's house only had a sword trap, so fair, but
Yeah, one of
Yeah, he
3
did
sword
good.
traps.
We did have 3 sword traps this seed. What was the third? I remember the one in Red Forest and the one in Link's house. Oh yeah, the Tribi Ruby Cave had one.
Waiting for Dr. Left to have been the fake sword again.
I mean, I was kind of when I saw it drop, I was like, wait a minute, that can't be sword. And as like when it finished dropping, I'm like, oh shoot, it's the ocarina on that one check. Like I knew as soon as like when the sword started falling, I'm like, the heck, that can't be a sword. And as soon as it hit the ground, I knew exactly where the ocarina was. I'm just like, it's there.
Nice.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, after I did the flippers check in Fountain, then it's like, yeah, ocarina's there, but I forgot that ocarina got you to the sword.
Yeah. Chat
Which
had to
would've-
remind us about that too, so you know.
Which would have made the seed a lot faster, you know, if I had a flute for half of it.
Yeah, I guess.
It's running everywhere, but you know, worked out.
Oh yeah, it very much did. Like, you still finished faster than everyone else in this race. So...
Elaine is in go mode. So.
Yep.
Yes, Elaine isn't go mode, still has to go through Cave of Flames, but has done Palace. So, shouldn't be too long a go mode. And, yeah, Huffo is just entering Vati 3 while Nesman's done with the second arm. No, I think Elaine was the first to get mids, right? But,
Yes.
like, Goldfish was shortly behind
Sure.
on reason.
Really? I figured that because I ran by Deepwood my first time through, it's like there's no way that I'd be the first one with those mitts. I assumed someone would dip in immediately.
Nesman was the first to
triple
enter.
dipped Deepwood to get mids, and Huffpuff got mids in logic. So, you
Wait.
know.
God, mitts in logic. The fuck?
Yes.
Time out. You had to run past them to get the bottle to get them in logic. Time out.
Yes. No, why would you do that check out of logic, apparently? So, yes,
Why?
no, Huffpuff and Nesman just didn't go out of logic for that check.
Well, you said Nesman forgot his lamp, so couldn't.
No, you got 2 keys to go to the back without lamp.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yes. Nesman got to the back. Nesman didn't get the blue orb because Nesman activated the wrong switch in the back. But Nesman did go to the back and run past the mids on that first dip. And then had the door open to go to the back from the barrel room directly, so didn't technically run past the mids again on the second dip. And yeah, Hufflepuff just went past them, got the bottle, and went to Krenner, got the Ocarina, got the sword, went back to Deepwood, got the mids, got the other swords.
I'm shocked that I wasn't like a minute behind everyone getting the mitts because I ran by deep. It's like I figured like some people would run by Deepwood the first time, but I figured some people would go in and get those mitts.
Well, Nesman went in but didn't have the lantern.
Yes.
And everyone else, I think, just did a similar dive dip
Similar
Deepwood
thing,
as a similar time
yeah.
to you. And yeah, there's Hufflepuff also finishing. I don't think Elaine has mic on, but...
I don't think so. I haven't heard anything. If that's the case.
Maybe she just turned it off when she saw everyone else on restream finish. There's Huffpuff in the waiting room. GG's Huffpuff.
GG's.
Puff, you're muted.
Oh, right, yeah, I'm muted. I thought my mic was muted, but no, it was
In Discord, yeah.
Discord. Yeah. Yeah, GG's.
So...
No
How much more is...
Percy.
No, go
Pause,
ahead.
Percy.
Sure. You don't like going out of logic by killing models with bombs, do you?
No, I did have a few issues with yeah.
Yeah, because that is...
Speaking of out of logic, you'll have been like halfway through Palace, look at the tracker, it's all yellow. Remember that logically you need Kane.
Is that
You
what
just go
happened?
Yeah, I just
Uh,
went through it anyway.
yeah. Did everyone do that? I think everyone did that, right? No, Nesman didn't.
Nesman did.
Ah.
Everyone else. On restream at least. Which, I mean, yeah, the Kingstone could have been up there, and at that point you just go mod Palace. Because you know Kane can't be lock banded, right? So,
Yep.
It's not the worst play.
I'm assuming everybody else pretty much like nearly last location. True.
Yeah.
I had like
Yeah.
10 checks, give or take.
Yeah. I was
We
surprised it was
literally
more.
had no checks left in logic other than Blue Chew, so the only question was whether it had the cane or the kinstone.
Welcome,
Yeah.
Desmond. GG's.
GG's.
Nesman, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Hello?
Now we can
There he
hear you.
is.
Yeah, I was complaining into a muted mic.
Always good.
Did either of you guys find the mirror shield though?
No.
No.
Okay, Nesman, think of
No.
the most memeiest place it could be, and you'll find it.
Well, considering I didn't have many checks left after Kane, I'm gonna think Yallara.
Where's the final book?
Single.
I
Yes.
I didn't check it.
Dingle has the last book to get mirror shield on Yulari.
And Goldfish did do that in go mode after the last element, and we were yelling at like Goldfish, yell ahead! Just go finish the HC. But no.
So where was Tingle Trophy? I didn't even get that.
Juliet's house!
Yeah,
Juliet's house.
Oh, I thought I'd seen it somewhere.
I had
The only
pushed it
thing I
down, and I'm
noticed
just
is
like, you
that-
know what? I'm behind. I would be rude not to check Tingle at this point. But, well, I guess I check Yulari at this point too. Mirror shield. Okay. The seed wins.
Everyone felt like they were behind at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I sort of feel like I should be on 8 sword by now.
You did get 3 sword traps.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. Who rolled this, by the way?
Trent.
It was a Trent seed.
I retire from Trent Seeds.
Is that a ban? Nice one.
You need an answer?
Kind of. If you put it in the comment, that's enough, but it kind of needs to be explicit, yes.
Definitely.
What about everyone else here, while we're at it?
I mean, there was no Percy, it was fine.
Okay.
That mirror shield is too great to get a ban. Like, that's just too amazing. Like, maybe you could argue that you deserve meme points for that mirror shield, but...
It's not progression. Yeah, there's Zauza finishing as well. GG's to them. Not on restream, obviously. But... We do have a
As
few
I was
more
playing through this,
unreached
I kind of thought I would be like half an hour behind, considering how much I screwed up at the beginning. And then as I
Yeah.
played through the seed, I was like, no, I'm not going to be that far behind.
No, it's not that bad. And you
Also,
still
shout
did
out
manage to get
fucking
the bits
upsets.
out of logic to get the swords like more nicely, even though it was your third dip into deep.
Yeah, I think I did about like what 4 or 5 dips into the 2 dungeons, Temple of
Yeah.
Droplets and Deepwood Shrine.
You as well.
I completely ignored Mitts afterwards as well.
Oh,
And after doing the mayor's basement, I clicked off the dig spot in town and got really annoyed.
is that what happened there? Yeah, we were wondering, like, when you were missing just one caster Kingston, we were convinced it was the one caster Minish checks. And then you just went and did town digging at that time and was, how has Nesman not done this yet?
Yeah, shout outs to clicking off the wrong bloody check. Because I was like looking later on thinking, why is May's cabin still there? May's house, sorry.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's
Basically, at that point, I was tempted on doing all dungeons.
Yeah, I did do that.
Yeah. like we did see every other in logic check before Blue Chew.
Yeah, I got to that point where I was like, Blue Chew's got to have summit. at this point. I've nearly cleared the entire map, and it's like, it has to be on that frigging pain in the ass.
Yeah, because I literally only had Blue Chew or Vanilla Cane left. And I was like fully prepared for Vanilla Cane.
Vanilla Cane had a shield, which I was very sad didn't lead to the cane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did so.
Did everyone do a vanilla climb here on restream? I
Everybody-
think
yeah.
everyone did a vanilla
Yeah.
climb.
Elaine would have been the first to do it, messed with the puzzle, and then bailed.
What?
Elaine was doing vanilla climb like really early.
Yeah, and then messed up the rock pushing part of the rainy part of the mountaintop and
And bailed.
bailed.
Oh no.
I mean, vanilla climb wasn't required.
Yeah.
No.
If she had never gone back and done Butcher instead, it would have been fine. If. But you know.
Did anyone do Hendra's Ledge though?
Not on restream at least. Because everyone last location blue chip.
The lamp was way too early not to check that, especially when I
Yeah,
was
like-
looking for, what I thought was Smith's sword to put everything in logic.
Yeah, that was a good job on the location.
Yeah, when I first went into Deepwood Shrine, I couldn't convince myself that I had enough bombs to take on the stupid bulldozers. So I kept
You
like
need
going
like
to and
what,
fro.
how many bombs do you need? Like you can do it with 2, right?
I did it with 2.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, technically you only need 2, but for some
If you have
reason,
remotes, you can do it with 1
It's
easily,
not
obviously. But Kane was go mode for everyone. Yes. So.
Depending on when people put off Doctor Left, could have. that could
Yeah.
have-
Yeah.
If you manage to put off Doctor Left for that long, that's impressive.
I put off Doctor Left.
You did Doctor Left and then put off collecting the sword. That's a different thing.
You stared at the sword, and then left.
Do you
I
think it
didn't
was
want to
another
believe
trap?
it. I had been scarred 3 times before it.
And then you did the same to the cane.
I just thought, you know, this is just the perfect place for it. I kind of half expected it to be like in, I don't know, what is it, the first check in Palace of Winds?
Cape chest, yeah.
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 I half expected it to be somewhere like that, considering how late it was.
So Elaine just going through DHC here as the last runner said on restream. With that clone like cannonball puzzle, you can actually just go create all the clones after the shots just miss you, and you will reflect the shots in that spin from creating clones thing.
Yeah.
By the way, I have a question. Did anyone else get stuck by a light lag in the second rupee path for Temple of Droplets? Or was that just me?
I think that was just you.
Like in the second.
There was a trap there, but I think it wasn't the
I got
like
an
for most other
issue.
people.
Yeah, it was a light for me, and I was stuck, and I had no idea which way I was jumping out, and I just kept getting stuck back in.
Elaine just got the big key and is not just going to party. Wait, what?
Fairies.
Doesn't have a small.
Oh,
key?
fairies. Sure.
Oh, does have
Uh,
a small. Key.
Yes, that's fair.
Why fairies when you can have milk?
Zamza, did you not have a boomerang at that point? Sorry, what did you say, Nathan?
I
Why
said,
have
why
fairies
get
when you have
fairies
milk?
when you can have milk?
Because going to turn in the London key then going back to town and buying milk twice and drinking it even though you're already full health is
That
actually
wasn't
just slow.
twice.
I bought it about 4 times, didn't I?
I don't know. I was not looking at it intentionally.
I thought
Yes,
Link
the first
deserved
bottle
a
wasn't
stiff
deep.
drink.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that trap key at Syrupad. That was bad.
There were just so many good traps.
Yeah.
Define good.
Fun to watch.
Like amusing for
traps
viewers.
Weren't terrible because a lot of them were items you already had, and the other ones like
I mean-
traps that triggered. I never got like a curse trap or things like that. So
Yeah,
I'm fine with
the
that.
2 trap power bracelets were fun.
I had power bracelets, so I just kind of
Wait, you did?
What? I had power bracelets going into Western Woods, so I knew that they were
Huh.
all traps.
Oh.
Weren't the 2 power bracelets in the Link Pond at the beginning?
Yeah.
Or Link Pond, yeah, wherever they were, I had power bracelets at that point, so I just skipped
Right,
it.
because you put off South Harrowfield Ruby Cave for way too long. That's right.
Well, I got the bomb bag way north, so I was just like, I'll just do the Minish loop into the
But-
Link's puddle.
But do Minish loop in reverse starting from Link's puddle, and you might get a sword or something.
Who needs a sword? I had a bomb bag.
Well, did you do the meta pillar with bombs in deep?
No, I didn't, because I ran out. I only had 1 left, but
See? That's why you need a sword.
You can't run out of sword.
I mean, Matterpillar didn't have anything. I don't see
So?
the problem.
Did you go back for it?
No.
Fair.
I had 1 dip into
Okay, in that
Deep wood.
case, fair.
Through the logic in this seed.
Just be out of logic for an hour and a half. It's all fine.
I can't even remember where I went back into logic.
The ocarina
Oh,
is what put things back.
Ocarina is what puts swords in logic. You
Ah,
logic
right.
had to get that without a sword.
Yeah, the Ocarina puts the sword in leg in logic, which puts the mids in logic, which puts the other swords in leg into logic.
Which puts
you can't
Western
finish
Woods
with
into logic.
Yeah, and from there it's just...
Yeah, because the whole thing was getting to Lake, so... and the Ocarina does that.
This was a trend seed, Zavza, so...
Also, I think this is the most I've ever used a boomerang in a seed.
Okay. I guess, yeah,
Yeah.
you did actually go and use it for like the like digging cave and stuff, which
Yes.
was good.
I actually didn't realize that boomerang does damage to pestos.
Yeah, pestos.
Oh yeah,
have-
it does
no,
pestos
so-
and slugs, does it?
Yeah.
There's a couple enemies, but pestos is one because pestos like have 0 HP or something like that, so boomerang kills them.
I think Boomerang actually just does damage to them, right?
Oh,
Yeah, it's just
Somehow it. I don't know.
Yeah, no, Boomerang is just coded to do damage to those Minish, like big Minish enemies, I think.
I feel like every runner deserves compensation for this.
fine.
I'm not sure about that. You did realize that you were signing up to play Minish Cap Rando, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
So... don't think at that point you're eligible for that kind of compensation.
Yeah. You choose to play this. It's
You signed
you
a waiver.
expect it. Yeah. Did you forget to read the small print?
Yes.
Well,
That's on you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go away and play My Little Pony and feel better about myself.
go ahead. GG's, Nesbin.
GG.
Grab your
See you
mirror
guys.
shield, it'll make you feel better.
I might go back and get it.
And Elaine is now on Vati 3, so just that to go. Had some issues on Vati 2, but nothing too bad.
How do you not have issues on Vati 2?
You sacrifice something to the RNG gods
Yeah.
regularly.
I've been forgetting to make my donations to him. Yeah, let me go get that mirror shield.
Yeah, sure. 5-cycle Vati 2 is easy. I can do that cloneless.
I can also 5-cycle Vati 1 clone.
Yeah, actually. But I guess with the future feature of bottle content stuff, we might be able to do cloneless Vati 2 in 3 cycles some of the time, without having to go out of our way to get a charm.
But
So
does
isn't
the
that
charm-
great?
Does the charm do that much more damage?
If you have Din's or Pharaoh's charm, you can do cloneless Vati 2 in 3 cycles.
Do the charms have the same effects?
Din's charm does like double damage, and Pharaoh's charm does like 1.5 times damage and 1.5 times defense.
Yeah, I
And
think it's
Nairu's
Nairu's
charm is just double defense.
Yeah, I think Nairu's is double D, Din's is double damage, and Furor's is half and half.
Gotcha.
And Pharaoh's is enough to get through each phase of Vati without clones. So
Just by down thrusting and slashing.
down thrust or road attack also works to get the eyes away.
Wait, you can roll attack into the eyes?
Yeah?
I did not know that.
If you're good with the short roll attacks, yep, you can. So yeah, there's the lane finishing. GG's to her. She is going to be joining us for an interview as well. But yeah, with the roll attack, like if you are centered before the eyes, if they're top or bottom, and I have no idea where you have to be for like side, but I'm sure it's possible. And just do the short roll attack into them at the right spot, you can get that. And it is like consistent enough that I would try it, I think. GG, Selene.
Did you?
Hey, GG. Oh, I feel like I would have felt a lot better about that if I hadn't last locationed Blue Chew.
Yeah, you weren't actually the, like,
Oh,
I don't know how many other, like, before we saw anyone check Blue Chew, we had seen every other check in Logic.
okay.
So, I don't know if anyone else actually had last locations, but across all runners, Blue Chew was definitely the last location for us on restream as well.
I definitely remember thinking, oh, I've got my Gust Jar. Maybe I should go do both chews. And then thinking, nah.
Yeah, like if you had just done that before Vanilla Climb, you would have put up a very good time here.
Yeah. And then I got halfway up Vanilla Climb, realized I hadn't turned in my mushroom, and went, oh no.
Well, that can't lead to Kane.
Yeah,
No.
mushroom is out of logic.
Okay.
Because Palace logically requires Kane, right?
Oh, right,
Yeah,
because
the
I
gate
went and
jump.
full cleared Palace looking for something. I forgot about that.
Yeah, like if you had found your Kingston Empires, you could have gone more to the rest because Kane isn't there.
Well, I sub-3'd it, which,
Which the
you
seat
know,
was terrible,
considering how
so
new I
that's
am,
good.
I feel like I did pretty well. Yeah. Terrible is one way to put it.
I mean, like getting those mids out of logic helped. Because
Mhm.
otherwise, it was a logically, it was a required double dip into deepwood as well.
Yeah, I definitely felt like running into Deepwood with no sword was a gamble, but I figured no one else would do it, so it might pay off.
No, everyone did it.
I don't know.
But then Nesman didn't have the lantern on his first dip, so couldn't
Oh,
get
that
the
makes
bottle,
sense.
and didn't grab the mids at that time, and Hufflepuff didn't grab the mids out of logic.
Yeah, I didn't I didn't like go out of logic like without having a sword.
I mean, as long as you're aware, it's just more info if you can do it, right?
I knew I was out of logic at that point because I had no sword, but I was like, I'll give it a try.
Yeah. Like, it informs you where your swords can be, which I guess if you forget about Ocarina like Goldfish did, it might mislead you.
Well, it led me into the Four-Sword. Like, I would have put off Dr. Left for who knows how long if I didn't...
Okay,
like,
that's fair.
That probably saved me,
But-
otherwise Gomo would have been
I mean,
Four-Sword and...
Dr. Left wasn't one of those checks in logic, though.
No, but I
because-
was doing it to do the fountain. The
Yeah.
Flipper's chicken fountain was in logic.
Okay, yeah. So, got lucky there, I guess.
I was
Yes.
so disappointed when Fountain was empty. I was like, damn it, now I
Yeah.
have to go do the choose.
But yeah.
Quite the seat, though.
Yeah. Do you want to ban the roller?
Actually, I had a lot of fun, so I don't think I will.
Okay. This has been a lot fewer bans than I was expecting this
I know,
episode.
yeah, no, like.
I was gonna.
Mirror Shield.
Yeah. Do you want to take a guess at where Goldfish found the mirror shield?
Where was Mirror Shield?
Do you want to
Yalari.
get... Okay.
Yalari! Oh!
Do you want to guess where the last book was?
Somewhere in. Well, at that point, Fortress somewhere?
Tingle.
Tingle! Oh!
Yes. Oh. When Goldfish just went and checked that, we were like, why? Because Goldfish finished up. Was it after Fortress or after Cave of Flames? It was after Cave of Flames.
It was
right?
after Cave of Flames. I literally
Yeah.
only had to go to DHC.
Yeah, like 4 elements in hand. We have a DHC wiki bet open, and Goldfish just goes and grabs the Tingle trophy and checks Tingle, and finds the book and checks Yalari, and gets a mirror shield of all things.
That is amazing. Oh.
It was. And still managed to win that race. Because. Why not?
I guess he didn't last location Blue Chew.
It was like 10 checks left.
Probably more than anybody else.
It's more that like Nesman quadrupled it Deepwood.
I don't think Nesman went back for Green Shore Basement.
Well, however many
Hufflepuff,
dips he did.
Hufflepuff, you
Yeah, I sure did.
you went back for basement after you had left it after Green Shoe, knowing it was the map. Is that what happened?
Yeah, I completely just smooth brained it. Like, I just didn't look
Like,
at like.
you left
oh,
it and we were like,
no
okay, wait,
map there.
Hufflepuff left that check. Oh no, wait, it has to be the map. That's smart. And then you just went back later.
Yeah.
I double checked on that because I was like, I am reading this right? But I wasn't sure, so I had to double check it.
Yeah, I literally just wasn't thinking.
But I guess at least it did set expectations right out of the gate, by giving you a sword trap in Link's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was sad.
I was kind of sad too because that could have, if there was a bomb bag, pushed me out to Minish Wood since we were joking about not checking Cafe Lady in the race room.
Yeah.
And that's what
That's
causes
when
Metis gain bomb
Ran
bag.
past Link's house, ran past Cafe, like went up to Cafe Lady, didn't talk to her, went to Tingle Trees. So you know.
I mean, that's what you expect from Nesman.
I don't expect anything from this one. That's why.
Yeah,
Expecting
good
things
point.
is futile.
Yeah, like you will
just
always find a way to
expect
prove
that
you
you
wrong
don't know
if you
what to
expect
expect.
anything.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that's it then.
Yeah. I will say
Yeah.
I think my biggest blunder was not doing the choose before Vanilla Climb. I think that was my biggest blunder.
okay.
Maybe,
You
yeah.
did it
I mean,
with
it's a
everybody
choice. Like at that point, it was reasonable to do Vanilla Climb at that point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's more you had already gone up there and started it and then dipped out, right?
Yeah, I kind of started it and then I moved one of the rocks wrong and then I just kind of was like, do I feel like doing this?
Yeah.
Mm,
In that spot, I would have at least pushed the middle rock so that you don't have to go through the Minish part again there.
yeah, I realized that on my second climb. I went, wait a minute. If I had pushed this middle rock,
Yeah. But yeah,
I'm
like at that
learning.
point, I guess if you were just committing to not doing it, it would have worked out better, the seed. But, you know,
mhm.
it could have just as easily been, well, I wanted to do this earlier, now, like, let's do it now, and it's terrible if it's there, but... Like, it was,
Yep.
like, doing that was a reasonable play.
If something had been there and not on Blue Chew, it wouldn't have been the worst. But
Yeah.
it was Blue Chew.
Like, we were counting down checks for where the Kane or the last Kingston could be from, like, 20 checks left or thereabouts. And was like, okay, it's either behind that gas jar or behind those boots out of Vanilla Climb.
Yeah, the boots were bait.
Yeah, like the shield we had seen pretty early on that it was bait. The boots had a few more checks behind them, but nope, nothing.
Yeah.
All right. Any other final thoughts before wrapping up?
At least it wasn't Percy.
All right. Well, GG's again.
GG.
Nesman, Goldfish, Huff and Lane. It was quite entertaining, one way or the other.
I'm gonna go back
Yeah.
and watch that restream.
And thank you, iBot, for commentating with me, and thank you to Henderson Tomotech for tracking.
And Nimbus.
And Nibis, that's right. I forgot we had 3 trackers at one point. Oh, that kind of happened like right
we did
before.
have 3 trackers for this.
Yeah, no,
Just
like I
because
have
Nimbus joined in later doesn't mean you should forget about it.
Oh, yeah. He was there with the command. I feel
Yeah,
like.
don't forget about Nimbus getting points for Mountain Tribe.
Hey, I'm getting points from Mountain Tribe too. But yeah,
I had to win.
so
Yeah, other things. There's a tourney coming up. If you're watching and
Oh,
want to
yes.
get in and haven't signed up yet, do sign up. It will be fun.
you have a
It's
week to
open
sign up.
to like people of all skill levels are in there already, so don't worry if you're not like experienced with this random.
You do need to sign up by end of next week, or basically a week from
Yes,
now.
a week from now, basically. Like a
And-
week and some hours, but you know.
And you do need to have done a Minish Cap stream. like,
Yeah, a race with
before.
streaming requirement, which if you need that, like, and are doing a casual race during the week, we can turn on streaming requirement for that to make that possible.
Yeah, looking forward to that. That will be a fun tournament.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
How many people are signed up now?
I think it's 16 last I checked.
Ooh. Alright. So as far as ZSR stuff goes, always close this way too early. Always I just start clearing out tabs. I'm like, oh,
There's what time is it?
So there is a Wind Waker Randomizer tournament match going on with a Challenge Cup. That's actually where we're gonna go right over.
Yeah, that started half an hour ago.
But then we got a Link to the Past Challenge Cup quarterfinal matches tomorrow, and the top 24 of the Wind Waker Randomizer tournament match, the quarterfinals match going on Tuesday. And there's lots of other tournament matches going on, but that's what's in the near future. And
Yeah, both of
obviously
those matches just mentioned are best of threes, and we do have multiple of those on the schedule.
Yeah, it's just lots of stuff coming up for sure. And I think there's actually a special I feel like we should talk about. There's the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Crowd Control Charity Race this Saturday at 7 a.m. Eastern Time with Void and Trez. So they're doing a charity race benefiting Ant 1. I don't know how to say that, and I feel really bad after reading that.
So yeah, if you want to see Tress and Void suffer through a crowd control health
And if you want to help suffer make them suffer, it is crowd control.
Wait,
Like, great fun.
Rez is playing OOT with crowd control.
With Void,
yes, health sanity with Void crowd control. Yes.
That's gonna be like a 24-hour
Poor
stream.
Oh yeah, no, that's what the estimate says.
No,
24 hours?
the deadline
Question mark?
was sometime on
Only
Sunday, I
24?
think.
Yeah, the estimate says 24H question mark.
Like, we love Trez, but I know he doesn't play a lot of OTR.
No, he does not.
Which makes it more fun. But yeah, so we'll go set this up, and thank you for stopping by, everybody. Hope you all have a good
Yeah,
day.
thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.